Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play, and the whole FTC drama with Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard is going absolutely crazy this past week. Phil Spencer claims that PlayStation wanted to grow by making Xbox smaller. So the executive continues the war of words over Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition. So, the latest war of words over its proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft's gaming CEO has claimed that Sony's plan for growth is to, quote, make Xbox smaller. So Phil Spencer made the comments during an interview with the Second Request podcast where the exec claimed that Sony was the one major opposer to the Microsoft Activision deal. I guess that's completely true. We've seen Nintendo back them up. We're seeing Valve come out to back them up. Sony seems to be some of the only ones that don't want this deal to go through because they're pretty terrified of this. Sony has a very different view of the industry than we do. They don't ship their games day and date on PC. They don't put their games into the subscription when they launch their games. So the ongoing battle with the deal would see Microsoft take the reins of the games industry largest third-party publisher, has encountered significant pushback from both Sony and regulators on both sides of the Atlantic. So on Thursday, the US regulator said it was attempting to block the $68.7 billion deal because it believed it would enable Sony to suppress competitors to its Xbox consoles and its subscription content for cloud-based gaming businesses. So Sony is leading the dialogue around why the deal shouldn't go through to protect its dominant position on the console. So the thing they grab onto is Call of Duty, Spencer told Second Request. The largest console maker in the world was raising objection about one franchise that we said will continue to ship on the platform. It's a deal that benefits customers through choice and access. Anyway, Call of Duty, the monolithic shooter franchise that regularly tops the best-selling list of console games, could theoretically become exclusive to Microsoft platforms following this deal. Yeah, like I said, I don't think they would do that. Phil Spencer said they don't plan to do that, but on paper, yeah, they could actually do that. What I think they will end up doing, though, is if this deal goes through, is that they will put Call of Duty on their Xbox Game Pass, which, you know, all games are for free on there. If you have Game Pass, so it's kind of like a Netflix-type service thing. However, if you're on PlayStation and you want to get the game, you got to pay full price. That's what I think they'll end up doing. However, since the announcement of Microsoft's intention to acquire Activision Blizzard, the company has assured that it won't lock away the game for at least a decade. So, yeah, now look, what I take from this is, like, I'm not on Team Sony or Team Microsoft on this whole thing. I just think this deal will end up going through, but I believe that Sony is kind of being pretty bitchy about this whole thing. We've seen them, you know, how they're more interested in talking to regulators as opposed to Microsoft and trying to come up with some sort of middle ground, which I don't think Microsoft actually has to give them, but it seems like they're at least pretending to be doing that. But we'll have to see how this all plays out. So what do you guys make of all this? Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com. And I'll see you all in the next video.